looks, rears back, rifles down the right side. Spruce is out there. He pushes on, makes the grab of the 7, and he waltzes in. End zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colorado.
Hi again, and welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. I'm Mark Johnson of 850 KOA Radio, your play-by-play voice of the Buffs, as we talk about the Colorado State game and look forward to UMass this week here in the program. Buffs fall in the season opener 31-17, joined by a guy that had an awful big ball game, 104 yards receiving, in fact, a couple of touchdowns, that being a wide receiver, Nelson Spruce. Nelson, congratulations on the individual game, but I know you're more concerned about the team aspect of this. Kind of take us through that ball game, your thoughts after dropping that Rocky Mountain showdown.
Yeah, it was definitely a rough one. I think we had a great first half. As an offense, we were putting great drives together. We just couldn't get that final product of a touchdown. I think that's what ended up hurting us. They came out in the second half and put a bunch of points up. So I think if we were able to build a bigger lead in the first half, it might have led to a more favorable outcome.
You had the long touchdown, 50-plus yards of your own in the first half. Do you think, you go back to that moment when the Buffs have the ball, they're first and goal, and can't get it in, have to settle for a field goal, does that change the complexion of a game from a player's perspective?
Yeah, I think so. Anytime, a defense like their defense gets a big stop like that, it's going to shift the momentum. And obviously those points that were left off the board, ended up hurting us a little bit. So, yeah, it was a big moment in the game.
7 receptions for Nelson. Another young guy who had a nice ball game. Shea Fields on the other side had 8 catches. Yeah. That's a nice first game for a youngster.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised at all. He had a great camp, and I only expect him to do bigger things as the season progresses.
Yeah, what do you see from him as a player?
He's just a hard worker, and he came in really polished already. I think that's something that's really helped him have success, is just his knowledge of the game and his smoother out running. It's really helped him come in and have an impact right away.
Those 8 receptions, by the way, tie a freshman record. The other 2 guys that hold that, Scotty McKnight and this guy right here, in fact. The other freshman have 8 catches in a ball game. What does this offense need to work on moving forward?
I think it's just finishing. Like I said earlier, we weren't able to finish those drives in the first half. So, I think as the season goes on, we'll find out, what it takes to be successful in the red zone. And if we're able to, get those points on the board, I think we'll be able to have more success during the season.
Take us kind of into the locker room of this team. What's the conversation been like amongst you guys, from coaches, the message following that season opening loss?
Pretty much, it's one game. It's a huge game for us and the whole state of Colorado, and obviously it's going to hurt for a while. We're not just going to forget about it, but, we can't let CSU beat us twice. They got us on Friday, but we can't let that linger and, carry throughout the rest of the season. We got to kind of move on from it and learn from it.
By the way, the attendance for the Rocky Mountain Showdown, over 63,000, the largest crowd we've had for that ball game since 2009. That was kind of a nice crowd. And it was a heavy CU crowd.
Yeah, it was Friday. A fun game. It was a fun game.
Yeah. Okay, moving forward. Buffalo's now on the road. Long road trip. You've got to go out and play in the NFL Stadium for the second week in a row in Foxborough against UMass on Saturday in the Boston area. How about that ball game?
Should be fun, A lot of us have never been out to the East Coast, get a chance to play in the Patriots Stadium, where Tom Brady does his thing. So, and it's a chance to get a win, and rebound from last week.
Yeah, you play in Peyton's house one week, and Tom Brady's the next week. That's heady stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Hey, good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you.
All right, Nelson Spruce, a career game in the season opening loss to Colorado State this weekend. The Buffaloes are in the Boston area in Foxborough at Gillette Stadium to take on UMass. By the way, our radio broadcast on 850 KOA gets underway at 11 o'clock with the Stampede kickoff just after 1. For Nelson Spruce, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next time.